Aloha! So this is my double episode of Diary of a Gender Fluid. So last week's topic was thoughts on non-binary transitions, and this week's topic is a free topic. Woo! So today I've got a bit of a treat because I'm going to do both in one day. So last week, like many kids across the UK, I started school, and as usual, school haven't made much attempt to change the gender policy. But I say much, I'll talk to you about that later. But obviously it's been really hectic because I've started school, so that's why the video didn't go out last week. And it's still quite hectic, so I'm recording this at about 9:30 at night. Editing shall be fun. Also, I'd just like to point out that I am wearing makeup today. Somehow. It probably looks awful for a camera, but it's my first proper attempt, so yay. So here's my thoughts on non-binary transition. If you identify as non-binary, you can transition. That's it. It doesn't matter whether you're assigned male at birth or female at birth, you can both get top surgery. For top surgery for assigned male at birth, it involves having breast implants, and for people who are assigned female at birth, it involves removing the breast tissue. So you'll end up with a flatter chest and hopefully feel more comfortable. Obviously then there's the big ones, which are HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, and then if you want to go that one step further, SRS, which is sexual reassignment surgery. If I'm wrong, please correct me somewhere, because I'm not an expert on this, so... But there are loads of other treatments on top of that, but I don't feel educated enough to be able to talk about them confidently to you. If you do go through with HRT, you have to first go through some psychologists. And if you are non-binary, this can be quite scary because some psychologists may wrongly believe that non-binary people cannot transition because they do not identify as transgender. This is completely wrong, and they are poop. However, this is not usually the case. Many psychologists are educated as far as non-binary goes, and normally, if they feel you really want it or need it, will allow you to transition. So if you're planning on transitioning and you're gender fluid or non-binary, please, please, please do not let that fear hold you up. Right, so I just found out my SD card is full. So I am recording on my phone. Again. Right, so if you are gender fluid or non-binary and are a bit nervous about transitioning, I've put some links in the description below, which you can check out, and I hope they'll be helpful. So part of this video I think was meant to be whether I personally want to medically transition, and the answer is, drumroll please. I can't do a drum roll one-handed. Yes! At some point, I do. But there are some things in my way currently stopping me. 1. I am unsure. I am not willing to undergo this sort of treatment if I am unsure. 2. I overthink everything and I'm nervous I'll regret it. 3. I'm 16, which creates some age issues. Yes, I can medically transition, but I do need parents' permission. Which brings me nicely onto 4. I need parents' permission. And although I think my parents will probably support me in the decision, I do not have the courage to tell them because of 1 and 2. If I did medically transition, I don't know whether I would go through with sexual reassignment surgery. I think I'd probably just stop with the hormone replacement therapy and see where it goes. You can come off it if you don't like it. So if you do start feeling a bit funny or you look down and you want, you can come off it, but obviously there are irreversible changes after a certain amount of time. So anyway, that is my opinion on non-binary people medically transitioning. So that was last week's video. Now on to this video. I think we're probably going to change location. Yeah, let's do it. This is my room, by the way. I like my room. And as I'm standing up, my awful makeup, my awful hair, my hopefully cute outfit. Look, it's got a dinosaur. I have a comfy bed. So here I am on my bed where I spend most of my life. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for the second episode, so we'll just see where it goes. Firstly, look, it's sushi, but it's candy! So some fun facts about Diary of a Gender Fluid. The Diary of a Gender Fluid YouTube collaboration project channel currently has 1,670 subscribers at the time of this video being made. 42,432 views. The Tumblr blog has 2,890 followers. So I've just had an awesome thought on what I can talk about. I'm currently wearing all girls clothes. More than 50% of what I'm currently wearing was bought in a shop rather than online. So I'll talk about shopping. Shopping for a non-binary or trans person can be extremely scary and nerve-wracking. So here are my tips and pointers on how to get by. So firstly, if you are nervous about shopping and do have access to a debit or credit card, shop online if you can find it. If you don't know your size, it's a tad of a problem, but you can get loads of good stuff online and it's quite cheap. Makeup. 80% of the makeup I'm wearing was bought on my own in a shop in Sheffield. That was extremely scary. So friends make everything better. Everything. I went shopping with friends and I bought loads of cool stuff. Bought this skirt. I probably shouldn't lift it up. Nope, the camera's out of view. I'm fine. If you can get a friend who's of the gender clothes you're buying or whatnot, it can be a lot better because they know what they're buying, they know what to look for. If they are a good friend, they do make the situation a whole lot better, and I guarantee you will not feel as nervous. Recently I went round to my friend's house for a party, and I went as a girl for the first time, and it was extremely scary. However, I would recommend it to absolutely anybody who wants to come out to their friends, because it can be completely scary, you can have panic attacks, it can be nerve-wracking, and although that sounds rubbish, you feel so much better by the end of it, and all your friends are really supportive. My general rule for going shopping is just zone out. Zone out from the world and just focus on the clothes. If you want to pick something up, pick something up. If you want to go try something on, go try something on. Don't worry about what anybody thinks, okay? Cashiers and the shop assistants and anything, they can't judge you out loud. They're not allowed to. And they shouldn't. Because if you're doing this to make you happy, it's making you happy. And that's the most important thing, not some silly person's opinion. Also, news about my school, which is what I was saying earlier. We have now got unisex toilets, which means now I can actually pee at school comfortably. There is, however, conditions. The unisex toilets aren't actually unisex toilets. They're a big room with lots of cubicles in, and on the cubicles are traditional gender colours. So we have pink cubicles for girls, and I think it's blue or green cubicles for boys. And I think that's a little bit against the point. We're just trying to save space, apparently. So that'll be annoying. However, it does mean that I can go in a girl's toilet, although now there's absolutely no difference apart from a coloured door. I'll keep you updated on this because there's still debate on whether it will or will not happen and how it will work, and whether there'll be staff standing in the toilet shouting at people, in which case I'm going to run in and lock myself inside. I have nothing more to say. Yes, go with friends. Only go with girls, and they're great for clothes. Makeup, some of them know something about. I know they're probably watching, so I apologise if I make you sound bad, but you know nothing about makeup. Also, I've been told to mention potatoes and how great they are. This episode has turned really random really quickly. Scott Pilgrim. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Diary of a Gender Fluid. I know it was a bit random towards the end, and I'm sorry it's on a phone. Benedict Cumberbatch. Got weird. Bye!